Hey, what's up? This is George. Tonight we're gonna be talking about WordPress versus other platforms. If you're on this live stream, let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you have any question or comments, or if you wanna share your opinion about WordPress. I think we're live. Let me see. Why is it not appearing here? Let me see. Channel. Okay. Yep. The WordPress. So if you're on this live stream, let me know. We're talking about while I'm making something to eat. We're gonna be talking about WordPress and other platforms. So, do you use WordPress? When should you use it? Or what other alternatives are there? WordPress is a platform. It's a content management system. It used to be used for blogging, but now it's used for building websites, and so WordPress is a great platform. It powers over 35% of the websites on the internet, and I used it for a while, and I had to learn the dashboard. Even though you don't have to know programming, you can learn the dashboard, and you can start using a WordPress as a user if you want to make a website or a blog without programming. We're not talking about programming now, HTML, CSS, or JavaScript. It's a good platform, but it's not easy. And you can do a lot of customization with WordPress, but you have to use the plugins, and other integration software, and that will slow down your website if you want to use a lot of integration. And then you're using other third-party plugins. So basically, you're adding your website other codes that you don't even know if it's secure 100% or not. I mean, there's nothing secure 100%, but so that's one of the issues. And whenever you do a lot of integration, you will lose performance. And like I said before, you have to worry about the security too, when you do security. So what other platform are there besides WordPress? There are a lot, and some of them, like I keep saying about the self-hosted websites with like Hostinger and other iPage and the Bluehost, and then you can use their website builder. Some of them have website builders. Guys, if you're on this live stream, let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you have any question about WordPress or other website builders. Who else is here? Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm coming to you live from the US, from the state of South Dakota. So do you have any question about using WordPress or other platforms? Or actually, we're talking about whether to use WordPress or not, So it is a great platform. So if you're on this live stream, let me know if you have any question about WordPress or the other alternatives. What are other alternatives to WordPress? You don't have to use WordPress only, even though it powers over 35% of the internet, so it doesn't mean you have to use it. So you got the other options is to use website builders and hosted services, hosted like Wix, Weebly. Those are good too. You can use those if you want. So yeah, who else have a question? Yeah, so WordPress, it's not that easy. In the beginning, everybody tell you it's easy. You have to learn the dashboard, and then you start using those plugins. You have to install plugins. Then it's gonna slow down the performance of your website. So it's not that easy, and it's not cheap in the beginning. Like when you add up the cost to have a WordPress website, first you need the domain name. Obviously, in every platform you need a domain name, and then you'll need the web hosting. Even though the independent self-hosted are cheap, you have to use plugins, and if you're using plugins, you have some of them you have to pay for them. And if you're using a theme, then WordPress, it doesn't come with the free themes. I mean, it comes with a free theme, but they're not they don't look like the premium when it comes to the design and the options. So you have to have a theme for WordPress. And these are adding up. In the beginning you think it's cheap, it's adding up. And then you have to worry about the security of WordPress, because from what I hear, it's not the best secure platform, because once you start adding those plugins, they affect, they might add security vectors and holes, issues. So this is why you have to look at other options. So basically, if you already have a WordPress website and you like it, that's fine, keep it. But if you want to change it, there are a lot of options. And if you're technical savvy, you have some technical ability, you can use a self-hosted, and you can add you can install what do you call it, a theme or templates. They're not too expensive, but still you have to know how to upload it, how to edit it. And if that's the case, then you'll need a code editor on your computer to edit the web page or the website before uploading it to your website. Then you'll need an FTP server and the client to upload the templates that you edited, the theme, to your website, to your web hosting. So this will take some technical ability. I've done it before, but it was not easy. So if you're starting new, it might be difficult. Other platforms are Wix, Weebly, Squarespace. Those have you don't have to worry about the back end and the software. Everything is done for you. You just have to use their website builder, and they're not too difficult, but you still have to learn the platform. So basically, if you want to use Wix or Weebly or WordPress or Squarespace, you still have to use you have to learn their platform. Once you log in, what's the website builder, what to add, what to do. But they're not difficult. they're easier than WordPress. So most people who are not very technical and they're not programmers, they use like Weebly, Squarespace, Wix. Wix is not that easy from what I hear. I never heard used it before. Squarespace, I think, is one of the best. It's little bit expensive, but they give you a lot for your money, so it's worth the money. It's worth it. I have to use it at one point. I have to build a website on Squarespace and see if I can recommend it because it's very reputable platform. I don't know if this light is working against me here. Let me see. Yeah, it's okay. So, yeah, if you're on this live stream, submit your questions about WordPress and other platform. What's your favorite? What do you prefer? Are you looking into making a website or you already have a website? Are you looking to redesign it? So let me know in a comment box while I chop up this parsley. So a domain name is not expensive, but you need it. You have to have a domain name. Who else have a question about making a website, what platform to use, and whether you code from scratch or you use templates or a website builder? You have so many options. There are so many options. Yeah, I've used WordPress before. It's a good platform. Once you get used to it, it's nice, but still, you gotta worry about unless you join. You get a web host that provides managed WordPress hosting. The managed one, you don't have to worry much about the plugins and it's already set up for WordPress, and they take care of the back end. But taking care of the back end and having less issues and making the system more secure, it's gonna cost you more. So if you're doing if you're building a WordPress website using not the managed ones, the self-hosted one, then it's cheap, but you have to worry about the plugins and the performance and everything. But if you're using one of those managed ones, but they're expensive, they're not cheap, those managed ones. So let me know if you have any question about using WordPress or using other platforms that does not have WordPress, like hosted sites. Yeah, who else? Anybody else have a question or comments? We're talking about website building using WordPress versus other platforms. Anybody else have a question? Questions, comments, opinions, topics, future topics. Yeah, so there are so many platforms. Try to avoid the ceiling light so it doesn't shine in my eyes. Who else have a question? Let's see this. Questions, comments, topics. Who else have a question? Let's see this. I got no people joining tonight. I'm not sure why. Maybe the topics is not the topic is not interesting. Maybe. Who else have a question? Anyone? We're talking about making websites using Wordpress or other platforms. This is a general discussion, Q&A. So let me know if you have any questions. Questions, comments, or any topics that you want me to discuss in the near future. So yeah, there are so many ways to make a website. Many ways. So there's only one person watching. Is it the straight out of Bethlehem or somebody else? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell who's watching. It's very hard. So yeah, but what's good about WordPress? You don't have to use programming, unless you wanna delve deep into the back end and the front end, So WordPress. Ahmed Hamdan, hi, welcome Ahmed, welcome back. I've seen you, I think, here before. Your name looks familiar. Tonight we're talking about building a website using WordPress or other platforms. So we were talking about WordPress basically to whether you have used it before or you like to use it, or it's a good platform, even though over 35% of the websites on the internet are powered by WordPress, but it's not the greatest platform, and it's not cheap like some people think, because you have to pay for web hosting for the domain. That's obvious in every platform. It's gonna be cheap, but then you have to buy the theme, because the free themes in WordPress, you cannot do much with them, and then you have to add the plugins. If you want to add your own plugins, the free one, I wouldn't be too comfortable adding free ones. And if you want to pay for the premium ones, it's going to be more expensive. And then you got to worry about the security holes in those, because you're adding certain codes to your WordPress website. So, and we're talking about another option where you can use managed WordPress services, web hosting. These are more expensive. You don't have to worry about the plugins and the updates and the themes, but they're more expensive, so any questions, any topics you wanna share your opinion about making website, you're welcome. This is a two-way conversation, so let me know what you think about platforms, making websites, share your opinion. So it's kinda, there are a lot of options for building a website, but it's kind of confusing, which to choose, which one. Well, it depends on what you're looking for, what you want your website to do. Are you selling items, physical items, digital items like PDF files, software, what you want to use? So there are so many options, and that will make a difference. Sometimes you can use somebody else's platform. You don't have to have your own website, but I like to have my own website because I use it as a learning experience. Every time I learn a code, I'll apply it to my website. In other platforms, you cannot use codes. You cannot add codes. Some of them you can, but most of them you can't. So So who else? Questions, comments? I think most people are not interested in this topic. I guess I gotta give them more topics, different topics than making a website, So maybe we can talk about coding web page coding like HTML, CSS, and we can talk about JavaScript. JavaScript is not that easy. I'm learning it, still. If you're joining on this live stream, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for your time and for your attention. Feel free to share a comment or a question. If you have any question about the subject, let me know. So let me just put this here. Anyone have a question? Questions, topics, comments? All right. So guess we don't have any questions coming in. Okay, guys, it looks like there is no questions coming in, and maybe people are not interested tonight in this subject. Maybe I'll do another live stream tomorrow or tonight, maybe later on tonight with a different subject. I have to think about the subjects I want to talk about because I don't have any requests in the comments. So I have to think about a subject and then I'll make a live stream, Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up this session, and maybe we'll do another one later on in maybe 2-3 hours, or maybe in 3 hours, yeah. But I need to think about a topic I want to discuss, and but if you're on this live stream or you're tuning in the future, let me know if you have any topics or any questions. So okay, see you in the next video. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, stay tuned for more future videos, and make sure you subscribe. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe. All right, guys, see you in the next video. All right, see you.